Ayo. So again, I'm on your screen, so you know what that means. It's the kick out. So in this episode, I have a special guest.
It's Dylan, again.
If you don't know who Dylan is, it's my Braja. If you don't know what Braja is, then we're not friends. It's actually my brother, blood brother. So if you didn't know I had a brother, then you do now.
There he is.
He's actually not on social media or anything, so no, you can't look him up and find him and irritate
You can find me
him.
on Instagram. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, he does have Instagram. Throw your tag out.
Nonstop Goose. That's it.
So,
no Facebook. It's for plebes.
But on this one, I actually didn't want to do a top of anything. I just kind of want to discuss what's going on in the wrestling world today. So we're going to we're going to talk about what's been going on in the past week of wrestling. So, yeah, let's get to it. So, we're going to talk about some good old wrestling that happened this week. So,
some good old wrestling.
Yeah, it's been pretty.
Not a lot of good old wrestling.
It's been up and down. So the thing about, let's just dive right into it.
Get into Raw because we know what's going to happen.
Yeah, we're
knock it out of the way.
We're going to talk about Raw. I actually avoided watching Raw this week, just because I heard it was really, really bad. But I actually had a counter of how many times I was going to slap my face, of how many times something happened.
Probably at least 10. I'd say it probably ended up being about 10. I stopped counting after a little while. But
I was 7 or 8 deep, only 25 minutes in. I was like, oh my God.
That was the good bit of the show. The first 3
part.
segments were the good parts of the show.
Right.
And that was like, that's where the slap counter ended. So that was, it after that, it was just kind of shock and awe, I guess. It's just kind of like, what?
So again, I think this show suffered exactly what happened at Horror Show, Extreme Rules, which there was good matches, but then they just debacled. I mean, like, the endings were just awful. There were so many segments. I mean, pick a theme and go with it, man.
It was like that, but worse. Like, there was, like, at least Horror Show, it was, like, a really good match, and it had an ending, but it was a little goofy.
Yeah.
But, like, with this show, Raw, like, there was just no need for, like, we're going to bring back Riot Squad. We're going to let them have a 3-minute match with a roll-up pin to end it.
So
it's like there's no reason for that.
Why? That needs to be a triumphant.
What was the first show? It was Apollo and
Apollo and
MVP.
Yeah, so I was fine with that match.
Good match.
No, it was
solid
good.
match. I don't think they ruined. No, they didn't really ruin that at all. That was fine.
That was fine. And actually, that was the one thumbs up that I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, other than McIntyre and Orton. Great promos, but of course, they're good workers. So again, you're going to get that.
If you haven't
they're
seen
good.
the promo itself,
fantastic.
Drew delivers it on the spot. Like, hey, man, I got fired for what I did wrong, and you should have been fired tenfold, but, you're a second-generation superstar, and here you are.
A lot of shoot stuff he worked into it on both sides. It was good.
Shoot stuff.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed that. I think that's one of Drew's best promos, if not the best, and Dylan did tell me that. He's like, I think this might be his best promo. And then I listened to it. I was like, damn, that was actually kind of...
Because he's not bad on a mic, but he doesn't cut a lot of promos per se.
And I know a lot of people want to see the Scottish psychopath back, but I don't think you bring him back.
I think this is the best iteration of him. I like it.
Yeah,
I think it's good.
I think you bring him back that way when the crowd can feed off of it.
It is a little more cookie cutter. He doesn't have the same gimmick, but he's so good in the ring.
It doesn't really matter.
You can go cookie cutter with
What else happened? Of course, you have the Underground. I enjoyed Underground all the way up until MVP stepped in the ring. I was like...
I genuinely don't mind it. I think...
hated the strippers. Oh.
And the camera cut to the strippers was worse. Like Shane McMahon literally at one point ran over to that side of the ring and like, we got strippers here. It's like... I don't mind it. And honestly, like, if they're strippers, whatever, but it seemed like they were trying to play that up too much. It seemed like a grab to, like, hey, look at that. There's strippers here.
Didn't like it. I actually like it.
You can have that.
The people going in there fighting.
I think even Renee Young said, like, if you're going to have them clap it better than anybody on stage. But there's a better way to do it where it's not, like, as, hey, look at this, huh?
Yeah, I understand the Lance Storm, what he said, I'm not very big on Dolph Ziggler going in and beating somebody in 12 seconds. And
I never thought about that either. Yeah, I never thought about that either. Because I guess, I don't think it fully, like, detracts from the product in ring, but I do see what he's saying, that there's a better way to play it all. I do think that for the first week, it's not bad.
It's not that it's bad. It's just
A lot of people had some choice words about it, but I think there's some, especially if Hurt Business runs it instead of Shane. Sure. I love that. I think that's a good angle.
The other thing, and this will be the last thing I'll say about Raw, is the thing that really
there's a couple things that I still got to say about it.
Montez Ford, the poisoning angle was atrocious.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I
The other thing too was you're going to hear a lot about it, but it's throwing a match away when two people not involved in the match are fighting on the outside.
Yeah.
That
was weird.
They had the tap out angle before that. They were like teasing the tap out, and then it didn't happen because I know they don't want to put either of them over.
Right. Yeah.
But have Asuka attack Sasha, or
I said,
which makes sense because she lost the belt to her. Like it was just a weird. And then they took them out and then brought them back out for the promo.
Yep.
It was just very scattershot. It was a strange way to put a show together.
Yeah, I didn't care for it.
I think there's good angles in it, and I think there's good stories in it. But production-wise and booking-wise, you could tell it was very rushed. Yeah, very hard to put together.
So we're going to get off of Raw now. Like I said, I didn't want to spend too much time on it, but I think
we've all heard about Raw.
4 minutes too long. So
we've all heard about Raw this week.
We're gonna jump into SmackDown. I'm gonna do a little run down on that. And then
I didn't watch it, so this is.
We're gonna talk about AEW after that.
That I watched.
But we're gonna keep it short and simple because it's supposed to be a short podcast, you know. But SmackDown, I watched it in full. I actually enjoyed it a lot more than Raw. I thought it was quite good. Riddle had a match at the very beginning with Sheamus. It was hard hitting. Enjoyed it.
That sounds good. I want to watch it just for that.
The storyline made sense with Gable coming out. Shorty G coming out, and then
it's Gable.
One thing led into another where Baron Corbin had his match with Jeff Hardy, and then Sheamus came down because they had a altercation in the back. And when they had their altercation, they ended up. Sheamus came down, bro kicked Hardy, and costing Baron the match. And then now this is what I thought was weird. They went into a match after the commercial going into it. That was a little strange. Whatever. They fought. It was still fun.
They do
Riddle tricked Baron Corbin into thinking he was going to hit him, jumping off of that top rope, springboard style, rolled, bro kick, boom, 1, 2, 3. He beat Corbin, which I mean, he's a heel.
They do that. You got to get over that. Yeah, that'll be fine.
Miz and Morrison, their little skit, weird. Sonya Deville, hell of a promo though.
She's underrated. Both of them are.
Oh yeah.
Deville and Mandy Rose. They're both really good.
Super underrated. Yeah. Also, I do want to say Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott.
Oh.
Great promo on there.
Also underrated. They're fantastic.
Back on SmackDown. Thought it was really, really cool with Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose. I'm really buying into their rivalry. I really like it. And then you had Otis and Tucker.
Also gold. Always
Heavy
gold.
Machinery.
Always gold.
I love Otis. I wasn't sold on him for the longest time, but
I wasn't either. They're great.
Get into it.
Yep. Easy. Check.
Like I said, overall, it's good. Braun had a great spot there too during with the Fiend, and it was weird. Alexa caressed his face. The Fiends, that was weird, but like I said.
So do you think Retribution's going to be just NXT guys on the call up?
Yeah, I think it's going to have to be. I know
a lot of people saying Ciampa.
Ciampa and Dijak.
Yeah. We'll see where it goes.
Dijak.
They're saying there's at least one female wrestler, so
we'll see.
Maybe Dakota Kai, Tegan Knox.
We'll see.
One of those would be good. I don't really want to speculate too much on that one because it is totally random. It's kind of fun
Retribution coming in and attacking.
It's better than Raw Retribution. I saw their bits on SmackDown. Yeah. It was a lot better than the Raw, lobbing Molotov cocktails.
Yeah, like I said,
weird.
That was a lot better. Okay, so
AEW.
SmackDown, like I said, was really good. If you get a chance, it was pretty decent.
We didn't watch NXT. Sorry, everybody.
AEW though, I don't want to get long-winded on this because I can talk probably an hour and a half about it, but we got about 5 minutes that I want to. AEW just seems like they are going in a way better direction and understand what they are. And that's something I don't something I don't understand about WWE is how they don't understand what they're doing, and they've been doing it way longer.
Yeah.
And it seems like AEW is on a far straighter path than WWE is.
You can change booking without swerving.
And that's my biggest problem.
You can change booking.
I've been very vocal about that. You know, just because the fans know what you're going to do doesn't mean that you have to swerve them. You can still give the fans what they want. After all, they are paying you to see what they want.
Yeah.
You don't have to give it to them every time. I
No.
think it's more of a 60-40 kind of thing, man. 60% of the time the fans get what they want, 40% of the time you don't. But it's more often, it's more 80-20 now. It's like,
Yeah.
I want this,
Well, like Cardona and Rhodes. It's an easy match to book.
By the way, before we say anything else, I marked super hard
But
on
that's an
his,
easy match to book.
Yeah.
It's you got the new guy coming in a tag.
You hear that, Brad? I marked, okay?
It's
I marked hard.
it's an easy match to book. You don't have to go crazy with it. It's a new guy coming in. You come in, you let it get his win. I was surprised by the 12-man tag.
I was surprised that it went well.
Because the 10-man tag the week before was sloppy.
Until the middle to the end.
Yeah, but that one, and I know all those guys are great workers, but it just every bit of it was like it was well done.
Yep.
They really held it together. They worked well, and they really told the story that they meant to. And I mean, that's not a surprise from any of those guys.
Orange Cassidy and Jericho, just freaking gold. Yeah. If you haven't seen, I'm not even going to sit here and spend time on it.
No,
just watch it.
It's a good segment.
What was it called? AEW
it was
Super Wednesday.
Yeah, like Wednesday Super Debate or something.
Just
2020. It was good.
Fantastic. And of course, special guest speaker. Should I say it? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's Eric Frickin.
It's already on one of your podcasts.
It's awesome.
Throw it out there.
I loved it. Of course, if you don't know why, then why are you watching this podcast?
Oh, Darby Moxley.
That was fun.
That was a good match. It's what you expect from those guys.
And I was wondering how they were going to pull off Moxley being so much bigger and doing that. But
Darby's good at that.
Oh yeah,
he always fights guys bigger than him, and he's fast. And all his match dynamics are he's fast and he'll take a bump.
Yeah,
I don't think there's an issue with that because he plays it well.
Super good match. I enjoyed it. Going into the coquina clutch, whatever, sleeper, whatever you want to call it. What other matches?
They did a lot of.
There was Santana, or Proud and Powerful.
Yeah.
Versus Best Friends.
That's probably the weakest match wrestling wise to me.
You say weakest.
That doesn't mean it was bad. It wasn't a bad match.
Just
no,
because it was weak doesn't mean.
But I think overall it was the weakest match.
But great story though.
Storyline. Oh, the sledgehammer through the windshield.
Oh, that was.
And it just like stuck. I was like, that
was a great shot.
The cameraman was like, yes, that's it right there.
Being a cameraman, that was what I saw. I was like, oh.
And I don't care how goofy making them apologize to Sue on speakerphone is. I want to see it. I want to see it. It's Sue. Come on, you can't. That's Sue's minivan.
Let me do a comparison real quick, and then we're gonna close out. Overall, AEW was a fantastic show.
It was my favorite show of the week. Yeah. It usually is, just because I just like that style better personally.
So it usually goes AEW, and then there's SmackDown, and then there was I can't reach the ground.
Yeah, I didn't watch NXT, which probably was pretty good. NXT is always solid.
Make a comparison real quick, and it's something like Akira Tozawa doing the ninja thing. It's not funny. It's really stupid. It's dumb. I don't get it. And maybe, I know I'm not the only one that thinks this. There's no freaking way, because it's weird.
He's a good worker too.
Somebody especially with his talent.
He's a good worker.
Some damn ninja gimmick. No.
And a 3-minute triple threat between Benjamin, Killings, and Tozawa. Yeah, it's insane.
And then they have ninjas coming in trying to fight Shelton. Just get in this shit.
Yeah.
Give him a run, not a run, but make him stop, dude.
I will say a lot of people thought it was goofy that Orange Cassidy's only comedic bit was that he knew a lot about global warming.
Yeah,
but I think that's funny. I liked that. I thought it was a good gimmick. I liked the bit. I thought it was good.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
so
that was good.
At the end of the day, that's what I wanted to say. Is I wanted to compare, Akira Tozawa doing his ninja thing versus Orange Cassidy doing his comedic bit.
Yeah,
it's perfect for what it is.
I think it just comes down to letting the wrestlers do it.
Shouldn't be doing that. Where Orange Cassidy, it was perfectly timed.
Because he's done that gimmick for so long. That's his gimmick. Right. I don't think Tozawa's gimmick is his gimmick. I don't think he wants to be a ninja.
Is being forced to do this.
Yeah, and I mean it's two different business models. I get it, but it's just better ways.
At the end of the day,
one hits me better than the other one does.
I don't even think Akira's hits me.
It doesn't hit me at all. It missed completely.
That was like a quick little rundown on what was
Sorry,
going on
NXT.
This week. Yeah, I haven't got to watch NXT.
Been a busy week, didn't get around to it.
I've been watching everything, trying to pump it
Everything
out.
else.
But I will watch NXT Monday so I can catch up.
Yeah.
But I want to thank everybody for coming in. My special guest, Dylan, the brother.
The brother.
Dylan, the brother.
The brother.
Brother. So I appreciate it for you listening to our rundown. I know we kind of went through that pretty quickly, but
you know what to expect.
Try to keep it.
It's a kick out. It ain't gonna be long.
Yeah, kick out.
We got 3 seconds on a kick. Not even 3. 2.9 seconds on a kick out.
2.9.
Yeah, that's pretty quick.
Fire Pro lets you know on a
2.9. Yeah.
So I appreciate it. I love every one of you guys, and always
Keep it.
I don't know what I was supposed to say right there. I don't even know where I was going with it.
Be kind to each other.
I like that.
There you go.
Let's end it on that. Be kind to each other. I'll see you next week.